3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get up, get on up, get up, get on up, get on the scene, get on up. I like a sex machine. Wah! What's up, everybody? This is Ty, and I'm going to be reviewing Get On Up, which is the biopic of none other than the legendary, iconic godfather of soul himself, Mr. James Brown. Now, let me start by saying I apologize for that terrible impression of James Brown, terrible impersonation. That ain't my skill. But everybody tries to do it, but I apologize. That's why I wasn't in the film because that was terrible. Can you imagine me in the film? I would have ruined the film. But anyway, James Brown and his music is highly influential. He is iconic. I grew up on his music because my father was a huge fan, and plus, if you're a hip hop fan, everybody in hip hop has sampled his music. His music is probably the most sampled. Just some really great stuff. So I was looking forward to this film because James Brown is an interesting man. This is a man who had like 3 or 4 funerals. This was an entertainer's entertainer. Anyway, the film was long awaited. It was highly anticipated. I know there was rumors that Spike Lee was supposed to direct, but something happened. Somehow it fell through. Now that would have been interesting to see Spike Lee direct it, but he didn't direct this film. The film was directed by Tate Taylor, who directed The Help. You is kind, you is special. That film. Anyway, it stars none other than Mr. Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman. I think that's how you say his name. I apologize if I said his name incorrectly. But is it me or this guy just seemed to have just fallen from the sky? He just came out of nowhere. Playing Jackie Robinson in 42, which he did a very good job in that. And now he's playing Mr. James Brown, playing two iconic figures. So congrats to him for, just seeming like, I know he didn't come out of nowhere, but just seeming like just snagging two great roles so early on in his career. That's good. Good for applause to him. Anyway, let's talk about his performance. I must say, Mr. Boseman, Chadwick Boseman, did a great job. As we all know, James Brown was very flamboyant. Well, flashy. I shouldn't say flamboyant. He was flashy. He was classy. He was a man's man. He was arrogant. He was cocky. He was cool. He had it all. He embodied it all. He was flawed. He was Mr. Soul Man, controversial in his life, his private life, whatever. So I was like, can this guy pull all that off? Because James Brown is like, that's a complex character to play. And I must say, I think Mr. Boseman did it all. He showed the flaws, he had the humor, he had the swag, he had the cockiness, the showmanship. So I'll say good job done by him. Um, what didn't I like about the film? Well, the film has a lot of music. One thing not that it upset me, but it upset me. They didn't have the big payback in there, and they didn't have my song "Living in America." Station. Oh, I'm sorry. I said I wasn't going to do any more impressions. They didn't have "Living in America," and that's from Rocky IV. I was a little boy when that movie came out, and I love that song, and I love James's appearance in that film. But that wasn't in there. I would have loved to see that in there. Of course, I wanted to know a little bit more about his wives because I believe he had like 4 wives and his lifestyle, and I wanted to learn a little bit more about what drove him to create certain songs. But other than that, the movie was great. The film does not start in chronological order. It kind of bounces around. It goes into his childhood and certain events in his life. And I thought the pacing was pretty good. I thought it did a pretty good job with that. Now, the rest of the cast members, you have Viola Davis, who's great in everything. She plays his mom. You had Octavia Spencer. She plays his aunt who runs a brothel. Now, notice those two are also in Tate Taylor's The Help, as well as Nielsen Ellis, who was also briefly in The Help and also from True Blood fame. He played James Brown's friend Bobby Bird. I felt like him and Chadwick Boseman had great chemistry together. I believed them as good friends. I just liked their chemistry. I thought their performances were strong. I also like Dan Aykroyd playing the manager, and it was some really funny scenes, some really cool scenes in this film. What I also thought was really cool was how they have the James Brown break the fourth wall and speak directly to the audience. I thought that was very cool. There was a scene where he's speaking to his manager, played by Dan Aykroyd, and they're talking about some promotion and how to better promote James Brown. And the manager's going on and on about, we should do it like this, we should do this, this, this. And then James just turns to the camera and he's like, I'm James Brown. And he just goes through this whole explanation on why he's going to do it his way. So I'm going to say that overall, I had a good time with this film. I really enjoyed it. I want to know your thoughts. Did you think it was a great film? If you haven't seen it, music lovers, James Brown fans, I say go see it. Give it a try. Now, question: do you think that Chadwick Boseman's performance will garner him an Oscar nomination or an Oscar? I don't know. We'll see. I thought he did a great job. So, in closing, tell me your thoughts. Did you like the film? Did you hate the film? Was there anything else you wanted to see in the film? What did you think they left out? And let me know what you think. Also, if you want to know more about James Brown, pick up his book, which is titled I Feel Good. It's a really good book. Here it is right here. James Brown, I Feel Good. Good book. Check it out. All right, that's it. I got to get out of here. Y'all have a great day. And don't forget to get on up. Okay, let me stop. No more corny. That's corny. That's corny. I apologize. Have a blessed day. Peace.
Get up, get on up, get up, get on up, get on the scene, like a second shit.
Terrible. Let me get out of here.